Welcome to Pandoras Box 2nd grade training. This training will cover the following advanced themes: loading projects, multiple sites, virtual sites, multiple sequences, views, presets, groups, AEON-FX engine, camera handling, and export features. Please make sure you have the 1st grade project file and 2nd grade content available. The folder structure and content from your 1st grade project should all be in the same place. To begin this training, please start Pandoras Box Manager application. If you are using the same Pandoras Box installation as for the 1st grade training, you can load this project directly from the welcome screen. If the project is not listed, you can push the Open Project button to search for the correct directory. Please make sure the project file is stored locally and not on an external device. After loading the project, all the programming from the 1st grade training is available again. The 2nd grade training is about extending the setup. Your Pandoras Box project can hold as many clients as you need. But not only Pandoras Box players and servers can be added as clients. There's also the possibility to add different devices into your show and have access to parameter-based timeline programming. Possible devices to add are third-party DMX fixtures, Pandoras Box players, Pandoras Box servers, Pandoras Box venue site, serial devices, TCP devices, and Pandoras Box widget designer device. More information about these devices will be given in live advanced trainings. For now, I add 2 more sites to the device tree. Open the Device Types tab and drag 2 more dual server devices to the device tree. Now there are 3 devices as part of the show, all dual servers. This is the way we recommend offline programming without having the real output clients available. So, the question is how to connect real clients. The most important thing is to choose the correct license for pre-programming, because the Pandoras Box products differ in the number of outputs or video layers. Connecting an offline player device to a quad server is not possible. If you start the Pandoras Box client application and the device is connected via network to your manager, the client will appear in the Assets tab. Please make sure the Pandoras Box domain is the same in the Manager Configuration tab and in the Client window. Changing Pandoras Box domains after starting the master application requires a refresh or a Take Over All Sites action by performing a right-click on the local assets tree. After checking the domain, you select the pre-programmed site in the device tree. In the Inspector tab, you can set the IP address of the current client. Please enter the actual IP address of the client device. After confirming with the Enter key, the client will connect to this site and show all your programming. Of course, all media files have to be copied to the local system via spreading. Therefore, right-click the resources or folders you want to playback and select Spread. You also can start programming directly with the live client. Therefore, just drag the clients directly from the Assets tab to the device tree instead of using offline devices and start programming. Please find the Configuration tab at the top right of the screen. This tab is about different settings to configure Pandoras Box. Local and global settings can be used to individualize the behavior of Pandoras Box. I want to focus on the Render Engine submenu. If you accidentally close a tab or if you cannot find the tab you are looking for, all tabs can be found and opened by using the Tabs menu bar. In the Configuration tab, you find all settings related to Pandoras Box Render Engine. All connected sites will be listed, starting with your local manager. The drop-down menu gives access to further connected sites. If you are using Pandoras Box Manager to pre-program your project, like I am actually doing, the expected output resolution can be set here. The outgoing resolution is very important for defining the Pandoras Box Render Engine setup. As Pandoras Box is using generic units to define space in the 3D render engine, these units have to have a relation. The relation in Pandoras Box is always the width of the first output. It defines 16 generic units in the Pandoras Box render engine. Because of this relation, the output resolution is crucial for all position and scale parameter programming. After connecting a real site to your pre-programmed project, the incoming EDID of the client's output will replace the manually set resolution. If it differs from the setting used for pre-programming, positions and scalings may be inaccurate. For now, let's keep the setup simple and set all output resolutions to Full HD. Next step is to add special content I want to use for further programming. Please find the second grade content and use a local copy to your current project assets folder. Please avoid dragging content into your project resources from a removable device like a USB stick. If you have issues finding the freshly copied content in the Pandoras Box Assets tree, please use a right-click and refresh to update the Assets tree display. If you realize a messed up project resources tree while programming, you have the option to reorder and rename all resources at any time. Neither the links to the source file on your hard disk, nor the link to already programmed containers will be affected by this action. For the next step, it is necessary to make all included sites visible inside the All Cameras preview. Therefore, please toggle all sites into preview via right-click on the sites in the device tree. Please keep in mind that your preview now has to do the job for rendering everything which is finally rendered by 3 separate clients, especially if you use performance-heavy content. You learned already how to set up and align 2 cameras of one Pandoras Box site to match a second monitor setup in the first grade training. To have a reference in mind, please try to imagine a setup of 6 projectors in a 3x2 alignment. This should be the setup you have to realize when going on site. The workflow is exactly the same as you did in the first training, but now you also have to use the Y offset. Please use the soft edge background test pattern to have all necessary values displayed. You can now enter calculations directly into lens offset parameters to find the correct alignment for the 3x2 setup. And please also remember the saying, make the virtual reality. The closer you can match your virtual setup inside of Pandoras Box to the real setup, the more intuitive it is to implement and program. As projectors cannot always be positioned in the perfect spot, you find keystone parameters on the Pandoras Box output device. Keystone parameters in Pandoras Box are not only available for left and right corners, but also for top and bottom corners. This means linear distortion can be handled by Pandoras Box both horizontally and vertically. Please also find linearity parameters for horizontal and vertical adjustments. Pandoras Box has the possibility to set up soft edge blend areas on all four corners of each output individually. The marker parameter can help to find the correct value to match the corner of the next output blend area in the final projection if calculated values are not matching or existent.